Okay, so I was actually about to do a bit of research for a rewrite for Assassin's Creed Rogue I was planning on doing, until I just went back to the wiki because, well, it's a really good place to find sources, until I saw this shit right here. More exactly, this shit, no, sorry, a lot higher. This shit right here. You want to know what the problem with this is? In the past, there was basically an implication that having ego vision basically gave you a degree of resistance to the Apple of Eden's mind hacks. It wasn't outright stated, it was implied. There was a lot of implications because everyone who could resist the Apple of Eden had ego vision, and a lot of stuff that could resist the ISU also had ego vision. Gameplay feature, or an actual in-story mechanic for gameplay to storytelling. You make the call. But here's the problem here. I just repeat it here. The Apple can interpret the neurotransmitters to issue commands to the hidden brain, yada yada yada. However, humans with traits of ISU genes are not born with neurotransmitter and thus were immune to the Apple mental manipulation powers. I don't like that. Because here's what they're implying. Obviously, I would buy that humans have some degree of ISU genes because, let's be clear here, they were made from their image. It would make sense that there would be some similarities genetically. But what I don't like is that they basically turned hybrids into the only people resistant to the Apple of Eden, and I kind of find that kind of lame. Want to know why? But the obvious reason is that it turned something cool into something that is now really fucking stupid. It turned something that people could achieve via hard work, blood and sweat, and obviously people could just get them easily because some were born better or built different, but it made something that wasn't unique to them into something that doesn't matter because the only way you can actually now resist the apple is being unique. So now the only people resistant to the apple are basically descendants of the ones who had ISU get freaky with the livestock. And yes, the previous humans were livestock because they were specifically made to be slaves. They were given rights, they weren't given anything. It will be like someone getting freaky with a cat because, oh man, this kitty is cute. It also makes it really lame now because the ISU human war turned into, from many people who are now seeing the truth and have basically what happens to be ego vision, it's now just a war between a bunch of meat shields and the freaky dog slash cat hybrids. Actually, that would be pretty funny. Gods versus cat girls and cat boys and dog girls. Mm, that would be actually very cool. Unfortunately, this is not anime. This is Assassin's Creed, and I'll be clear here. The fact that this shit came during 2016 explains so much as to why this writing is terrible. Because the problem with this, and I'll say it 100 times, it turned something that was very interesting, the human ISU war, ego vision, giving them resistance to it, basically seeing the truth, essentially ascending to another mental plane or whatever. It's like just basically being enlightened into now you can only do it because ISU Bobby got freaky with the dog.